Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing and some interesting news. Manny Pacquiao is in negotiations to fight Amir Khan. Location, I don't know. This, of course, is coming from Manny Pacquiao himself, from the horse's mouth. He took to his verified Twitter account and he released this following picture. It was when he was in London. Last time he was kind of in talks to negotiate with Amir Khan. They went to some kind of event. So he posted the picture with the following caption: "My team and I are in negotiations with Amir Khan for our next fight. Further announcement coming soon. Hashtag Team Pacquiao." Now, I want to say a few things about this and just kind of give my thoughts. Again, I don't know any more details than that. I heard that Dubai was interested in the Pacquiao fight and they were willing to fork over a large sum of money. So if that is the case, obviously Amir Khan, being of Pakistani Muslim descent and having a UK fan base, that just makes more sense to fight him in Dubai as opposed to Jeff Horn. I mean, it really doesn't make sense to fight Jeff Horn anywhere, in my opinion, other than Australia. You can't really bring Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn to T-Mobile Arena, a brand new arena. Who's going to want to see that? You know what I mean? Pacquiao's a legend. He deserves all the credit and accolades for what he's accomplished. But truth be told, that's not a fight. The Jeff Horn fight is not a fight that people have been requesting. It simply isn't. And like, I would be okay with the Jeff Horn fight if I seen a little bit more from Jeff Horn. Fighting a 41-year-old Randall Bailey and him quitting on the stool, that doesn't really prove anything. Devin Alexander beat him a few years ago. Miguel Cotto beat him probably like a decade ago, right? He was losing to Mike Jones before he came back with his knockout power and stopped him. So that win, and he even, if you guys watch the fight, do your homework, Jeff Horn got hurt in that fight. Now, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting hurt. Randall Bailey got cracks if he hits you, if he can connect. But it's just, that's his best win on his whole resume. So I'd be okay with it if Jeff Horn did like a Victor Ortiz and was coming off of a phenomenal performance where he beat an unbeaten Andre Berto, or, you know what I mean, Ricky Hatton, who was undefeated when he fought Floyd, or Robert Guerrero, who had beat Berto and Selçuk Aydin for a title, stuff like that. That would make more sense. But to be honest, most people can't even name Jeff Horn's last opponent, right? Well, who is he? Who is the very last person he fought, right? So it's interesting that Pacquiao would release this, because from the top-ranked Bob Arum side, it seemed like it's all roads lead to Jeff Horn. I think, this is just my opinion, and an observation that I've noticed is it seems like Pacquiao and Bob Arum may not be on the same wavelength recently. Like, they seem to be on different pages, if you will. Like, I've seen Bob Arum say certain things like, "Oh, Jeff Horn, the deal's almost done, announcement coming soon." And then you'll hear Pacquiao, who's like, "Oh, we don't have a deal. I don't even know who Jeff Horn is." You know what I mean? And he's doing interviews, I think it was on Fox, like an Australian brand of Fox or whatever. And he's like, it's almost contradictory things being said. And this is one of the troubles with Pacquiao's team. Michael Conks can say one thing, Freddie Roach can say another. Then you finally hear from Pacquiao, he says something different, Arum saying something different. So they all need to kind of be in unison. But I don't know if there's a riff or if there's any particular situation. Maybe it's just me reading too far into it. However, I have noticed a dissonance between Bob Arum and Manny Pacquiao as of lately. Like, Arum will say one thing, like, "Manny will fight Jeff Horn," like, and then Pacquiao's like, "Who's Jeff Horn? I don't have an opponent yet." He'll say something that's pretty much the polar opposite of what Bob Arum was saying to reporters. So it might be a little bit of turmoil or misunderstandings going on that front. Because, like I said, everything I've heard from Arum in the past few months was Jeff Horn, and that was a likely candidate. My other thoughts is, I think it's possible, to me, it's definitely feasible that Pacquiao, being a fighter, a warrior, you know what I mean? No one could take that from Pacquiao. He's tough, and he's a true fighter, right? He stays in shape for the most part, and he comes to bring a fight, an action fight and stuff like that. So it might also be the fact, coupled with the fact that Jeff Horn is such an unheard commodity, and that might be something that Bob Arum is pushing for, because you guys got to understand a little bit of the behind the scenes. Top Rank just started working with Jeff Horn's like promotional people, Duco or whatever they're called, and he was working with like Joseph Parker for that fight with Andy Ruiz. So I think Top Rank got in good with them, so they kind of wanted to make a deal. Like, you got a fighter Pacquiao, we got a fighter Jeff Horn. This will do numbers in Australia, and they're trying to do the business working. However, as soon as the public got wind that Jeff Horn might be the option, it was horrible response. You know what I'm saying? People were like, "Who? My name is Jeff," and people didn't understand it. They said, "Wow, this is worse than Mayweather Berto," and things of that sort. So I think Pacquiao, maybe being a fighter, he's not necessarily trying to just fight somebody that no one knows and that he's getting a hard time for fighting. You know what I'm saying? He's a champion now. He beat Jesse Vargas. Thought he looked sharp. Beat Bradley last year also, and closed the chapter in that. Knocked him down 2 times. Hurt him. So maybe that's it. Maybe Pacquiao doesn't, like, I'm not going out like that. This is my legacy. I'm a senator, but I'm also a fighter. Because normally what I've seen from Pacquiao is he doesn't really always take the bull by the horns with his career. Like, you ask him, "Oh, who are you fighting?" It's up to my promoter, Bob Arum. Like, you know what I mean? And he's like kind of relays it to Bob Arum. Like, he kind of passes the buck. But recently, and that's why I think there might be some miscommunications going on there, is I seen Pacquiao, who's kind of standing his ground, if you will, and he's like speaking on his own behalf a lot more than I've seen in the past. But again, that's just my speculation. There's no confirmed inside source that's saying that. It's just kind of what I've seen about the contradictory statements. Arum will say something, and Pacquiao will come back, but like, no, that's not true. And now on top of that, Arum's been saying that Amir Khan is not an option, or he said something like the reports are bullshit. I just seen a headline that the reports of Amir Khan and Pacquiao fighting, that's complete bullshit or something. And apparently Arum said that, and now Pacquiao a day later or 2 days later is saying, "Hey, my team's in negotiation with him." So to me, I don't know if you guys see that, but there seems to be some level of miscommunication, some wires being crossed there, because like I said, I literally just seen an interview from Arum, and he was saying that the reports of a Amir Khan fight is bullshit, utter bullshit. Don't believe it, basically. And then now you have the man who would be fighting Manny Pacquiao, and he's tweeting on his verified account, "Hey, we're in talks to fight Amir Khan." So I don't know what's going on, to be honest. But that's my 2 cents. As far as the fight itself, it would have been better years ago. But hey, I mean, if this is where Pacquiao's at in his career, to the point where it's Jeff Horn or a name like Amir Khan, I mean, I would definitely rather see the Amir Khan. Amir Khan, he could still box. He was outboxing Canelo. I had him winning the first 4 rounds, easy. Canelo wasn't even touching him. So he will actually be a lot taller than Manny Pacquiao. He sparred with him. The only trouble with the fight is Amir Khan's coming off a brutal knockout at the hands of Saul Canelo Alvarez at a higher weight class. So for me, if the Pacquiao fight was going to happen, I would have preferred it to happen prior to the Canelo fight, because it would have been a big money fight, and it would have probably been a few wins after the Danny Garcia stoppage, somewhere after Danny Garcia stoppage to the Canelo stoppage, somewhere in between there. I would have preferred it, but hey, I mean, at this point, I'll take what I can get. It doesn't look like Pacquiao and team want to fight Terrence Crawford next, because he never seems to be in talks, and he's always down. He's always open. He fought in December 10th, especially since that was supposed to be Canelo's date, and then it was supposed to be Golovkin's date versus Jacobs, December 10th, 2016. And Canelo got injured. Danny Jacobs and Triple G didn't have enough time to figure it out and promote the fight thoroughly, so they pushed it back to March. And Terrence Crawford hopped in that spot. He didn't even know he was going to be fighting, but he fought John Molina. I went to that fight in Omaha, covered that fight live, and he stays ready. You know what I'm saying? I just seen him at a tough MMA event, the other day, and he looks like the same shape. He's already in shape, but it doesn't look like Pacquiao's side wants Terrence Crawford for whatever reason. So I would definitely prefer Amir Khan over a guy that I don't really know, who's unheard of commodity like a Jeff Horn. And then, like I said, if they do it in Dubai, that builds more interest when you're a fighter like Amir Khan, just because of his heritage and whatnot. He said, he's the one himself said, I got a different demographic of fans, and I bring a different region. When he was talking up why he should get the Floyd fight, he was like, yeah, I got the Middle East, Dubai, they fuck with me, they love me. I know he does a lot of charity work, and he's just more known over there and more known around the world than a Jeff Horn. So I would definitely rather see Pacquiao fight a guy he sparred with, that I heard had some sparring wars. There's contradictory things and like different things about what happened. Freddie Roach, I think, at one point said that Pacquiao knocked him out. Khan refutes that. So I don't know what happened, but it's still a better fight, even though Khan's coming off a knockout, than Jeff Horn, to me, just because Khan has a way better resume. He's been in a win, lose, or draw. He's fought Bradis Prescott, Danny Garcia, Marco Antonio Barrera, Luis Collazo, who just looked good, versus Sammy Vasquez and upset him, gave him his second loss and actually stopped him, something an Olympic gold medalist Felix Diaz didn't even do. You know what I mean? He's been in there with Chris Algieri. He's sparred Pacquiao. He's a silver medalist. Way better fight to me, because Khan, even with the knockout loss, is more proven than a Jeff Horn. So if it's not going to be a Crawford, which that's the #1 fight I want for Pacquiao that I think is realistic. So if it's not going to be that, then I would definitely prefer Amir Khan versus Pacquiao over Jeff Horn. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.